relay this to them. So I think I'll just say okay. Like we've done what we can here. I think we need to head back and try and back up Cora.
All right. Yeah.
You can also talk to the tree again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk to the tree on the way out.
Well, do we know how to get out?
South about 10 kilometers.
No, that's we got teleported there. South of 10. We don't know how to get out from that point.
Yep. I didn't teleport.
No, we teleported from the tree area to that spot.
Yeah, Winston started
meditating.
Rester started meditating. Maybe he can meditate again.
That might
I
be
haven't
best
tried that, actually. I mean, let's try meditating to get out of the spirit world.
Where you're at?
Well, we can meditate here, and then we can go back to where we came in and meditate there.
Well,
if this doesn't work.
If it does...
I wouldn't have thought to go back, so I'm going to go ahead and try it here.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Roll for me your meditation.
Because my thinking is, okay, I'm still there meditating or something.
We could be 10 miles away from 10 kilometers
You
away from the city.
meditated so hard you made us astral project too?
Sure. I'm that good.
With all our powers and
what would that be? What kind of check is that?
It would be intelligence or wisdom, whichever.
Okay, so 16.
Perfect. Good roll.
Terrible people, all of us.
Right,
Okay.
all around.
So, yeah, I let them know. That's odd. Something's blocking me from entering the meditative state.
Maybe it's all the bad juju from this area.
Might be location. Yeah.
Possible. Let's try back down towards where we started.
Well, do you guys want me to pull out my stones and see if I can...
Oh yeah, look at your orange stones and see if they're still black.
Or the black ones.
They're not black anymore.
Cool. Put those away. Is my black one still?
Are they still flashing green?
The black one does not flash green.
Cool.
Okay.
Were we teleporting?
No, we're not teleporting.
Oh, okay.
No, let's head, before we do that, let's just head back. Is there anywhere else we can explore around here?
Well, I mean, you can go back behind you if you want.
Well, the statue, remember there was a statue that was holding the thing.
Yeah.
There was the clearing. There also is, or appeared to be, other areas to, like, how far down this rabbit hole do we want to go?
Speaking of which, before we do that, Sharon, I give you the turtle statue.
Thank you.
Is this evil? Do we need to seal it?
Is it evil?
No, it's not evil.
No, it's just a tool.
Alright, hang on to it.
It is clear in Angriel. It is not a say Angriel. You can tell that much. But you don't know how strong it is because you can't channel that power.
Okay, we'll just sit on that thing for now, I guess. Yeah, let's try heading back to where we started and see if we can meditate out from there.
Okay, so we're going to double back 10 kilometers.
I'm sober now. This is just...
Well,
Join the club.
We should have asked the dude why the Sangreal was here and what the pool was all about. God damn it.
yeah.
There's a lot that you should have asked.
Forgot that was a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, his head's still over there. You can...
That's right.
So as you're heading back, you get back to the weird pool area.
Don't stick your freaking hand in it.
Interestingly enough, as you get towards it, you actually notice the pool is empty.
Okay.
What was there is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
So it's just a hole now?
Yeah.
I try to put a rock in there.
You hear it hit the bottom.
Tink.
You cannot see anything you put in there before. The bottom is empty except
Let's
for
just see, is a hand like laying in the bottom there now?
Nope.
Have any spirits returned to the area?
No.
Can we sense anything from the hole anymore?
No.
Okay.
Alright.
Odd. Moving on. So back to the half-buried statue situation.
You go back to the camp. That was a camp. You're coming up from north. And you're coming back down through here. The camp remains are still there. You're not exactly sure what's going on with that. Did you guys want to do anything with that?
Well, let's investigate it.
Okay, let's do some investigation, see if we find any clues.
I try to start one of the fires up.
It starts up.
like a fire pit. It's not a.
No, but I mean, wasn't the statue like one of them?
It was
That's
below.
the next
Yeah,
one.
that's
That's
the
the next
next
one.
one down.
Oh, my bad.
You're able to successfully start a fire in what was a fire pit without any issues.
I'm just gonna relax a little bit.
We'll put out the fire.
So this looks like a fairly substantial camp. Looks like it was made for multiple people. Do we see any evidence of those people?
No evidence of those people. But if you want to, you can certainly roll me an intelligence, and you can do an investigative check and closely examine specifically the campsite.
Okay. That is
21. Yeah, everybody who's investigating should roll.
Oh, intelligence.
Oh wait, it's not
16.
21.
16. Yeah, you gotta use the.
Yeah, I actually have to use my intelligence.
We should probably take a long rest here anyway, because we're all exhausted. Well,
Right, that'll be
14,
good,
19.
but it wouldn't
Oops,
hurt
sorry,
to
dude.
rest up.
Yeah, a long rest wouldn't hurt.
So I'm just kind of chilling at the
I got
campfire.
18.
18?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Alright, as you take a closer look at the campsite, you realize it's a little bit less of a campsite and what appears to be potentially a small village. That these little clear areas were actually houses. And over in the left-hand corner, on the far left-hand side, is actually a grave site. It's a
Nice.
cemetery. In the spirit
I was
world.
about to say, aren't we in the spirit world?
Yeah.
how? Assuming this was in the spirit world to begin with. I take a look at the. I examine the gravestones, see if any of the names pop out at me, if there are any names.
There are names, but they're all pretty generic. They're not really ones that you recognize necessarily.
Do I?
But what's interesting about that is that as you're looking at the stones, the writing on the stones is in a language you can't read. But the longer you look at them, the more you read the names. So you initially look at the stones, you can't read them. You continue looking at them, and that language turns into yours.
Okay.
So you're looking at a stone, and it has this fancy writing on it. And instead of a fancy writing, after a while, it says Adam. Or instead of a fancy writing, it says Stephen. Instead of a fancy writing, it says Owen.
The year convention. Do I recognize it from any of the worlds we visited?
No, but it does start with 1990.
What year is it now?
In the Avatar world? No idea.
It
know-
would be
I would probably know what year convention they use. It wouldn't be like 1993 or whatever.
Oh, and keep in mind, these stones look several hundred years old.
I'm just curious about
Is there like a sun in this place?
No.
It seems to get lighter or darker as it's day or night, but there's no sun.
It's all ambient,
So right now it's still fairly light.
I would imagine.
I feel like it'd be getting closer to sunset now.
Yeah, I'm just curious. That's why I was like, where's the sun?
Because we did a lot of stuff.
Though that fight didn't go that long. It was mostly just probably traveling back and forth.
Yeah. Well, also you have to remember we walked 10 kilometers.
Yep.
And we're walking 10 kilometers back, so I'm
so-
assuming it's close to sunset.
And if we're
This
not going
is
speedy. We're 2
year-
hours.
That would be. I can't math apparently right now.
We don't like your math skills anyway.
Year 171.
So these are either from the future, or more likely, they, like the pond and the statue, are transplant from another dimension.
Yeah, that would be my imagine. That's what I imagine too. I take sketches of a few of the gravestones just to note like general characteristics, style choices, in case we need to, in case we come across it again later.
Dig one of them up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
I mean, I don't know. We can see if they're even what kind of creatures they are. They don't have to be human. They could be different than human.
Can I roll to stop him?
Don't
Just-
care.
I'm not doing it.
I don't care enough to find out.
I'm just like, if it's some weird language that's being translated, and it is from a different realm, it wouldn't be bad to know what realm it's from.
I mean, granted, this would be like archaeology as opposed to grave robbing.
Yeah. Yeah, this one I'm not being malicious
interested
on.
in doing it myself, but I guess I'm not as offended by the idea. Knee-jerk offended by the idea.
Yeah. I desecrated the body. That you should have been.
Now here's the douchebag for him.
But this one I'm not being malicious on. I mean, if no one's going to stop me, I'll do it.
Go for
Okay,
it.
go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to try to dig up one of the bodies.
Sweet. So you dig into the ground, and as you dig up the body, you see it's pretty well decomposed, where it's mostly skeletal remains.
Who's he digging up, by the way?
He's digging up a gravestone called Christina.
Mm.
Only first names are on the gravestone.
Does it look vaguely human?
Yeah, it looks very human.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, after I noticed that, I just kind of, I'm going to fill it back in unless
What kind of clothes was she wearing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's decomposed, but sometimes fabric remains.
That's true.
I mean, if you could even tell, it's pretty poorly
Okay.
put on fabric.
Okay. So, yeah, unless anyone else is looking at it, I'm going to put it back. I mean, the dirt.
Carry on.
Okay.
Alright. Fill the grave back up.
So, what you're telling me is the campsites were more akin to remains of houses?
Yeah.
Alright, can I see what kind does it look like an entire village was transplanted here, or does it look like part of a village was ripped away?
It looks like this is the entire village.
Okay. About how big would the village have been?
Probably about 20, 25 people.
Anything interesting about the structure?
The pattern on the ground you notice
Mm-hmm.
is reminiscent of some spell forms that you've seen from your world, from the wizards.
Hmm.
From your world.
Interesting.
Okay. Interesting. Alright. I say we take a break, heal up, recover our various magical points,
Mm-hmm.
and then proceed south. Any objections?
Nope.
Perfect. Everyone takes a long rest, and then everyone, before they wake up, is going to roll me in the wisdom check.
Oh, this will go well.
Everyone's favorite stat.
It's actually not terrible compared to my intelligence.
25.
18?
18 too?
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry.
Wisdom.
22.
22.
Sorry, 22.
I was supposed to say 25 is ridiculous.
I know.
Samesies.
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 Just
All my samesies.
gonna leave her hanging.
Samesies.
You didn't blow it up.
No, you waited too long.
It didn't blow up.
It was a dud.
It fizzled.
So what happens when you wait too long. So,
You would know.
as your, actually she would know. As your,
No, I said you. You would know.
that's a terrible word. Good try. As you guys are all sleeping, D has dreams about touching the true power and how good it feels.
This isn't a euphemism
How
for anything. Okay.
amazing it would feel to take that power and combine it with her Sadar and become the most powerful channeler on the planet. So powerful she could even rival, potentially, the gods themselves. Morgan has a dream where she imagines herself as the most well respected and trained of all of the Elf Queen's guards, and personally saves her from an assassination attempt by not only her combative skills, but also her fusing every elf stone together at the same time. The dwarf, Andrew, Sarek, has a dream where he ingests every metal
Yeah.
he can think
Oh,
of.
I don't care about metal.
Every metal he can think of. Using those powers combined, he elevates himself above a mortal and puts him at the same ranks as some gods that he has worshipped as a cult leader.
And then he matches and takes all drugs. That's what he
Drugs
does.
actually never even enter your mind during the dream.
He's so confused. He doesn't.
I don't remember your character's name.
Source of
Raoul.
Raul? Right. Okay. Raul imagines himself as the Avatar and how good it would feel to be able to not only control all of the elemental powers, but force the world to bend to his will so that everyone respects his profession, his papers, and his strength.
You see, I think you missed a trick on his dream.
What's that?
Could have maybe used some of the other Mistral things to make his power fantasy a lot more fucked up.
Oh no, don't worry.
Okay.
This is the first dream.
This is the first dream. Okay.
Cool.
And everyone wakes up.
There.
Oh, that was a good night's sleep.
Can we go back? I still haven't had any drugs at all.
Okay, guys. So I had a dream about touching the true source, which is that
True power.
true power, which is that bullshit that one guy was doing. So I don't know if I'm trying to be corrupted by an outside influence or not, because the dream felt really weird. If in fact I ever try to use the true source, y'all need to kill me.
True power.
True power.
You use the true source all the time.
I use the true source all the time. So
Alright.
if the black specks ever come across my eye,
As long as you don't attack me, you can do whatever you want.
you're not helpful.
That's interesting because I also had a strange dream. I dreamed I was the Avatar. It was exhilarating. But yes, it would seem to fit in line with your dreams as well. How about you two?
I slept well.
You right? I mean, I tried some boring shit. There's like no drugs at all. So, it's not worth it. Let's just keep going.
Maybe it was a coincidence. Odd. Alright, think mine could have been a coincidence. Mine could have just been a coincidence. Yours
Well,
is a
considering
bit more concerning because the true sources we know is evil.
yeah, and I had to touch it to sever it. So
Right.
True power.
true power.
Make sure you make that difference.
Yeah.
That is a big difference.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the next section. You get back to where the statue
Hey.
is buried.
Okay.
The orb has stopped glowing, but the orb and statue are also half melted.
No, that's not good.
Well, really didn't come back to me.
Maybe what's his name was drawing from it.
No, he can't. He's a dude.
Not good craftsmanship.
Or was it maybe you reached out to it when you were fighting him?
No, I wasn't that powerful.
Does this look to be the same material as the axe?
He can't because he's a dude. He couldn't.
He can't use this one. The magic, the channeling magic, is very segregated by gender, as opposed to say element or school.
Yes.
So dudes can't use girl magic. Girls can't use dude magic. This statue right here is
It's girl magic.
it's girl magic.